definitely does have like that survivability, especially on the Kiriko now. But on the other side, this is something we actually haven't seen before from Iceland. They're trying to counter with the Echo, right, and the Cassidy, and also the Junker Queen. So a lot of really edgy picks in the Junker Queen and Cassidy, at least in the World Cup thus far.
I thought mostly he was like
very edgy indeed, but Orion again.
Well, he used to be a tank player. Like
the Mercy Pocket was actually onto Quartz at that point in time.
I think he was playing tank actually the first day. I don't know
gonna go fly back on over to Yazan, but by then the damage is done. Surmajed cleaning up, and Saudi Arabia, I mean, did they even take damage in that fight?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Surmajed's in Toronto too, but he's been...
Well, judging by
like
the
visa
support
stuff, he's been playing
on Iceland, I think
EU
that they did take a little bit of damage
Overwatch
at the very least, right? But it seems like they are very,
he's been playing on
ping
the entire year.
You can definitely tell by the way that they're positioning, how forward it is. Like, you're an Ash.
It's not even his fault either, it's just like visa shit, which is like
spawn bridge
uncontrollable.
And try to just shoot into them as they come out of their spawn. And Yazan obviously doing work on the Pharah, but we haven't really seen a real fight come into play between these two teams just yet. It seems like they're going to try and force it. Yazan with the Mercy Pocket taking down Orion though, but the Echo from above, nicely done from Hafacool to take down Yazan, but Quartz quickly trades that, and of course the Mercy coming in with the Resurrection onto the pocketed Pharah. Yazan back into the fight very quickly and is going to avenge himself for all the people that attempted to take him out of the fight.
And even if we take away all of the mechanical skill in the world, that's one thing that Yazan has that right now Hafacool does not, and that's that mercy. You know, even if Yazan gets a little too aggressive, you can still have Haku coming with the res,
this is
bail him
probably
out.
going
You
to be
still
a
have that
2-0.
damage boost. You still have that healing to keep him up in the fight. Hafacool, if he wants to stay
feel like
sustained,
he's
has
kind
to
of
catch
trolling
healing
them.
of food as the and that's not reliable enough.
Oh, he might die, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, Cigar on the Lucio
He fell off the map, dude.
The rest of the team sustained when Kiriko is just, focused
It's,
on
yeah,
burst healing.
this might be a little bit of a rough one, honestly.
Has barely really taken out the healing of Fuda that much. It's almost all the kunais and doing a lot of DPS there. And the Valkyrie has come out. That's the
They're
only
literally forward
ultimate
holding.
that we've seen from Saudi Arabia just yet. They have all of their ultimates
this was
up. Their
basically
pacing
what
is just so much better in
the other
terms
games
of
I was talking about
ultimate
earlier
economy.
look
And
like.
it seems
Japan
Iceland are a little bit at
and
a loss
South Korea
for what
games,
to
they
do
were
here.
both
They
just
are
spawn
switching onto the
camping,
Tracer,
touching
though,
the
so
doors
Orion
literally.
can try and touch and contest the point for the
no
overtime,
surprise
but
from that
is
group.
there any follow-up from Iceland? It looks like there is not.
Yeah, they didn't even let Iceland
This
out
is
of their
probably
spawn
a-
there. Like,
a
yeah,
two-way
sure, Orion gets the
there.
touch, but then Saudi Arabia can just stand on the point and just be like, yeah, do it again, I dare you. And he knows what happens, and even if he had the blinks to get there to point, you saw, like,
Saudi Arabia
the rampage is ready to come out. You had every ult you could possibly want for Saudi Arabia, yeah. And, like you said, the only ult that Saudi Arabia needed to invest that whole time was the Valkyrie from Haku, and, like, honestly, even that's debatable. Iceland didn't even really get an ultimate up, aside from the Kitsune rush from Krizzy, which I guess speaks to how much healing he's been having to do and how little damage the rest of Iceland has been capable of doing.
Have you just been juicing
Saudi Arabia
traffic?
just kind of
Is that-
running away
is
with
that
this.
been
We're
the
going
play?
over onto Ruins, and Saudi Arabia gonna pull out the pharmacy yet again. Big surprise.
Well, I just ordered a
Widowmaker,
McDonald's
which
and got a large-ass Coke.
Interesting. I want to
Did
see how
that,
Quartz
but
and Orion
that is not
pair up
helping
against
at
one
all.
another.
Yeah, I think the Widowmaker nerfs also do come into this.
sugar
I'm
and
not sure if
caffeine
that's
rush is
over
gonna hit.
70
Yeah,
meters back there, but with the
I'm already
Widowmaker,
going
she
down,
can
man.
still one-shot or a mercy pocket.
Hopefully there's
She
like
can
a
still
huge
one-shot
break
from
where
a
I could just
little
like take
bit
another
further
1 hour
away.
nap and then just
right now,
die
Quartz
tonight.
seems to be doing pretty well for himself,
You're brave.
forcing Okahar to
that.
kind of dance around this pillar because of the damage that's coming in. But KSA with their own Junker Queen now trying to contest. Iceland getting a lot more aggressive into this round though, just outright stepping onto the point.
One
but
second.
Surmaj
I gotta take this, Jack. Give me one second.
Cool, and now very quickly the picks do come through for Saudi Arabia without Quartz ever having to leave position, just firing the shots from very far away while the rest of the team takes on the fight, and I think that's part of the reason for the Widowmaker.
And this is also kind of like one of those situations where it's kind of a Sophie's Choice sort of thing, or a reverse Sophie's Choice for Orion, because it's like, you're the hit scan player, you constantly have to be looking for Yazan, where is he? But you also have to be worried about Quartz, so you're taking two duels at once, and so you can see that Hafacool now is going to go ahead and make a swap onto the Widowmaker to try and help things out in that regard there, put a little bit more pressure on Yazan, and at least give a little bit of parity into this Widow 1v1, so maybe Quartz won't be breathing down Orion's neck from afar the whole time, and maybe Orion can get something done. But without Krizzy, I doubt it.
Oh yeah, Krizzy going out of the fight pretty early, and the sustain from the Lucio is not enough for Orion. What? Yazan is just going ham over on the Pharah. Half a Cool, however, able to trade that one out. Oklahar is going to try to find something, but very quickly Haku brings Yazan back into the fight with the resurrection, and just as we expected, right back into the air Yazan goes, firing on all cylinders, literally on fire, and Yazan is able to take down the rest of Iceland's team.
Yeah, Yazan can indeed keep getting away with it, and Iceland have yet to really do anything to stop him, at least definitively. They have, you know, taken him down a couple times, but then you also have to take down Haku, who, again, like, this team knows how to play pharmacy comps, right? They've done it before, even before Yazan, so they know how aggressive their Mercy can play. They know what reses they can go for and how to cover for those reses, so they can always have Yazan in the fight.
Yeah, and when you have a player as good as Yazan, there comes the Rampage out and the Barrage as well. It's just like Mercy never really gets too much play, but then you have a Pharah that is as good as Yazan is, and then all of a sudden the Mercy gets to shine as well. And they have 7%, which is better than the 0% we saw on the first round from Iceland. Oh, okay. Nice job, Orion, but can you touch the point? No. But Orion, once again, like you were saying in the previous match, when they're playing the hit scan against the Widow and
why are they in Havana now? Because Ilios is done.
Is the one that gets a better
Saudi Arabia won Ilios.
Is trying to fire away, but there is no way to get away from the harassment of the pharmacy. And now someone needs to call a doctor for Oklahoma.
And how does Quartz even find that angle, like, out of the spawn door to be able to find that shot? And then for Yazan to just, you know, everyone just charge forward, collapse on top of Orion, and Iceland got essentially nothing done on a spawn hold. Look at their ult charge. There's not any. Like, Saudi Arabia, they've already gotten, you know, Yazan able to just fly freely now. They're way ahead in ult charge, and they've gotten so much cart progress. Iceland has a chance to attack here at this first corner, or sorry, has a chance to defend here a little bit longer, but they have to get a little bit more for their money than they have so far.
Yeah, now Saudi Arabia, they are still really far
They put a lot of resources into him.
Quartz has taken a really good position, but
and even if
getting caught out a little
they look at
bit
Pharah,
down, and
Quartz
really
just kills two people
for them to get a good heal off. But
when I play against Yosan, I mean, I know it's not his team in ranked, but
they're just outright winning.
He always has a Mercy. He always has that, like, Ana pocketing him, giving him that nano boost. So he's literally always like impossible to kill.
Still getting the better of Orion, gonna be able to. They haven't even
especially in like ranked and stuff. It's even worse.
Already take this oppressive high ground angle.
Ain't nobody looking at that far
doorway, you can see they have to put up the Ramatra barrier.
You can get away with this shit in Overwatch League, but
because now Quartz is behind them.
in ranked and like Overwatch World Cup, you definitely can.
They can't really go.
Yo, the Sari, appreciate the massive dono, my dude. This is my first hype chat. I appreciate it. Gamin, appreciate the massive 5 months.
That's definitely going to be really oppressive. And since
I just want to give you guys.
They got one. They got one. They killed him once, but he's gonna get res.
Yep, he just got res.
They got him. They got him.
Oh man, you missed it. If you want to see a funny one, go back to I think it was Japan versus. Let me see real quick.
Now capping on the
it was Japan versus
working through Distillery and Iceland. I mean, this is going to be a little bit more contained, where Yazan shouldn't be able to get away with much.
I think it was Japan versus Philippines or Hong Kong versus Indonesia, but they literally spawn camp them for both rounds, offense and defense, and they the other team doesn't get a kill until literally the last 30 seconds.
Delete the Mei entirely from the equation.
It was Japan versus Thailand.
Ultimate abilities, sure.
No, it wasn't Japan versus Thailand. It was Japan versus Philippines.
Or is like are Yazan and Quartz just gonna keep finding pickoffs? And
that group is just kind of fucked. I think with Korea and Japan, like that's
Quartz already getting that pickup.
Korea have the best players on each of the roles,
and then Quartz finishing off.
And then Japan are just a full team that is just very good.
Once again, and of course the resurrection comes through from.
Is Jaws with you? Yes.
At this point, might be a
what I wanted to say.
I still think they should have given some teams a free buy, but
is able to get that one pick with the
I mean, they gave Team China a free buy, but that was it.
That's good. I get the buy because they can't play, because apparently it's like banned in China. Like Overwatch?
Well, it's not banned, but it's
and then
no like publishing rights or something.
Yeah, so it's crazy that like they're giving them like the buy, but not really any other team. But
he's still playing on old.
I mean, if
Widowmaker, because
if you were to give teams buys, you'd honestly just give Korea, China, and the USA a buy. Like those are the three strongest teams.
KSA on the front line are creating reports. He just has
Korea
a free
should come
shooting
first,
gallery
then
at all
China,
times,
then the
and
US.
between
Like that.
this two-pronged DPS attack and the front line,
if you had to like rank
running
them,
over Iceland,
because Team China as well is like they have like Leave and Shy, who are just they are just freaks, dude. I don't know if you've ever seen them play, but Leave's Tracer is the best, maybe top 2 Tracer in the world.
Okay, well, they've got 3 and over
That's
3
actually
minutes.
crazy.
Over 3.5
Shy is
minutes
just
to
kind of
get
a
to the
freak
third and
on
final
any
checkpoint.
and everything.
There was barely any fight in Distillery.
Wait,
There
what
was
team was
a
this?
little bit of that sign
This is Team China.
Them being
Okay, no, yeah, we haven't seen them play, so
yeah, they're obviously in the later stages because they got the bye, but they're basically the Hangzhou Spark, which is the oldest.
So much delay
and then a couple of extra bits here and there.
to just be able to fire away.
But yeah, their team is also just nuts.
With the rockets. And there's just not much they can do.
Korea and China finals, they mop everyone.
We had Orion
yeah, that sounds about right.
Orion is on the Ash.
Because Korea aren't going to play silly anymore because they have Coach Rush. Not like 2019 where they played a little bit silly.
Dealt with Quartz, but it's not definitive. The res is there, and KSA with the
Life Weaver was funny.
No one can collapse on that. And Yazan wants to go aggressive again.
Winky,
and that
backline
for Team Korea, Fielder and Shio, they won the Overwatch League last year, and they are easily the best backline in the world. They can
allowing him to do free range of
just
whatever he wants. And the switch on
their team
was a good thought.
It was a Gibraltar game. You definitely have to watch it. They
but still too much damage is being done.
No, it wasn't
from
Gibraltar.
basically all angles here for that D.Va.
No, it was Circuit Royale. Circuit Royale, they just literally spawn camped them. They only pushed the cart like 60 meters.
Wants to be so close to your face at all times.
I will look at that actually. That sounds
also
funny.
does the most damage at close range, so you're just guys.
I did see I saw someone tweet this morning about a time bank.
That ultimate comes out, and there's the barrage in once again. The nano boost.
Great sleep
world
there.
record time
Good
bank.
sleep. And Yazan, I think he's caught out. He definitely dies here at the very least.
All right, yeah, the threat has been kind of neutralized for now. You don't
I'm actually really surprised Saudi Arabia is actually doing really well in this stage. Oh, I guess because Quartz is still there. I was gonna say it's so wide open, so I thought Iceland was gonna dominate the Pharah.
They're gonna have to like hack Quartz.
If you lose momentum early on, you just kind of get rolled on the defense against the Pharah. The Pharah can just play around the castle.
True. Japan had Japan had 4 minutes and 47 seconds left on attack.
That was it. Yes, that's a world record.
Oh, that is a world record?
Yeah, that's the fastest completion, including Overwatch.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 47 seconds and then a spawn camp.
Still on top of it. KSA with the switch onto the
D.Va.
They literally didn't die until the other team did a nano blade and got two kills. The nano blade got 2 supports. And Team Japan was still able to win that team fight without any supports.
Not quite done with this one. Quartz has the sights, and
I'm excited for
Orion
Japan,
needs to be on a swivel.
Yeah, they looked really good.
On the ground currently. Quartz, calm down.
Yeah, Quartz is popping off.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Widowmaker moment. Okay, nice.
There is no way to avoid what
team
Quartz is doing to them, and round 1,
we need Finzi.
56 seconds left over. That's not
Finzi
a bad time
is
Iceland did have a few
This man is on vacation in Italy while his team is out here fighting for their lives.
As well, being very, very close to where the payload currently
Finzi
was.
the goat.
And Saudi Arabia, they have a very comfortable time bank to sit back on.
Yeah, quite comfortable. Not as comfortable as it could have been. Iceland did a pretty okay job of bleeding some time off the bank there, but they just kind of delayed the inevitable. Quartz is currently playing like there's 4 of him. Call that a gallon, the way this Widow is just constantly hitting shots, taking heads off of shoulders left and right, and like sometimes just coming up with 3Ks, and it's also because like everyone is trying to look at
Hopper,
Yazan,
how did Thailand game go?
Wait, they actually
Thailand popped the fuck off. I didn't think Thailand would win, but they popped the fuck off.
Wait, they can play some honest
Thailand beat who did Thailand beat?
Always being an ever-present threat as
the New Zealand. I thought New Zealand was gonna win. New Zealand looked strong, but they literally rolled them.
They don't even really have to go for the spawn hold here, right? I think they're just confident enough in their mechanical abilities and their team play to be able to bleed enough time off the bank here with something that's a little bit more of a standard composition with Yazan on the ground for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. That seems like a glitch in the Matrix there, but
I'm from New Zealand. I expected nothing.
Saudi Arabia, they have gone right. The Sojourn is. I don't know if this is well. I mean,
they're actually wow, they're actually doing it. Some honest Overwatch.
But Iceland, on the other hand, they
wait
from Yazan.
They've gone back to the Ramatra
But they
as well, and Baptiste.
Oh no, they're switching now. Okay.
So they're kind of acutely aware of how much damage Saudi Arabia dishes out, and they're trying to get as beefy as the burst supports as they can possibly get in terms of healing. Oglahar,
he got top 10 with
Soj with the
and like non-Pharah, non-flying characters. I think months ago.
I've seen him playing a lot of Hanzo as well.
From
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's a good projectile player, so kind of
is able to finally take down the Ramatra. Iceland on
Quartz's
this attack,
aim is
they're
just
looking pretty good.
Yeah, Quartz is on fire right now.
The focus fire took so long for them to finally take down KSA, and there's Haku with the res, so you don't even have to wait for the respawn there. They might be able to dispatch Haku, but the Guardian Angel flies out.
That was nice.
What else
Quartz
is there to say
disgusting.
about Quartz right now? Quartz is just cooking. KSA falls again. That might be a way in for Iceland, but the only way in is the same way out, and that's right into Quartz.
His sensitivity looks very
Quartz
slow.
Isn't even taking a safe position.
Yeah, it looks really low.
With the anti-nade, and there's the Annihilation to come out, but Oaklakar, there wasn't really anyone except Surmajet.
I have quite high sense actually compared to I think most Overwatch players.
KSA turning
what do you have?
Instead of
mine's
the
16, was it 16 or 1500 DPI, and then 3 in game.
Surmajet seems to be getting a little bit more focus fire from Iceland.
Like Custer plays on like
Oaklakar
3 or 4 in game, and then 800 I think.
And with the nano boost now,
that's pretty similar to mine. It's like
as well. Quartz, however, is
to 1500. Yeah, mine's 800 DPI and 6 in game, so that would be, oh my god. That would be 1603
now with that ultimate, because
the same thing.
That was up on the high ground was immediately neutralized by this Widowmaker.
Okay, Quartz needs a raise.
Quartz,
this guy is just dominating.
We've been talking about Yazan, but Quartz really needs this moment to shine now.
This is all Quartz's map, and like that clip even starts off with Quartz missing a couple of shots, but he's just not punished for it because who can punish him for it? Like the only person that can reasonably put up a fight against
Jaws
Quartz
in the
right
chat,
now is Orion on the
Widowmaker.
No one else is putting pressure onto Quartz, and you know, Orion is not really able to keep up with the pressure that Quartz is getting. And so yeah, you just let him keep hitting shots. Eventually, he's gonna strike gold, take another head off, and that time
god!
It was there goes
Jesus!
Orion. Oh my goodness! Quartz,
I mean,
calm down.
The game's over.
Okay. Like it's just like the amount.
The game's over. That is just gross.
Because every single time he gets another chance, he gets the shot, and Yazan, you know, still getting that mercy pocket, still doing quite a bit of damage, but it's just every single headshot.
I like how you can see them talking to each other in chat.
On the other side, Iceland, they have
That's honestly one of the best things.
But it's just the Widowmaker ultimate, and
what are you
going to do if
People
Orion wasn't
people
really
chatting
on
in between game.
Point in the first place, wasn't really hitting.
It's my favorite thing about the
they
league
at
when
least
people do that.
know where Quartz is, so they can focus down the Widowmaker. And Yazan, it's up to him to try and take some of the pressure off, and take the pressure off he does. Orion out of the fight. There is no Widowmaker 1v1 to be spoken of here.
The res is going to come through though, so Quartz has not been successfully dispatched entirely. Tactical actually tries to go for a punish there while the Mercy is no longer attached to Yazan, but not able to do enough, forced to translocate out. Saudi Arabia holding strong here, and Tactical looking like his days are numbered. Yazan has to reload.
Yo, what's up? What's up with the aim?
And meanwhile, the rest of Saudi Arabia just collapse Iceland.
He's just fucking with him.
Quartz has fallen again.
Getting more heals for his mercy.
I guess boosting the stats, but
what a sleep! Oh, well, I got
what he can get away with.
What? What is happening? There is no way you let that happen to you.